So let's talk about Isabelle, because people are like, Isabelle? Isabelle? So the thing about Isabelle, let me be real. First of all, she's barely in this mid tier, right? Oh, I get. She's above Inkling, Wii Fit Trainer, and Link. The thing about her, she actually like, she can fight up close. They buffed her quite a bit. Bro, she's got some shenanigans, first of all. This jab is, granted, minus 13 on block. With that said, it's fast enough. You have to kind of like, you have to be ready for the jab to punish it. And she's short enough, and this move has enough range, like if she's like spacing it, it can be hard to punish this for a lot of characters at like max range. Because she's so short, she goes underneath a lot of rising aerials, right? But yeah, let's look at her stuff. Up tilt's actually much safer than this than the front hit. It's not minus 15 front hit, it's probably like minus 8 or 7 with decent range. Like this, like max range up tilt's pretty hard to punish, kind of like the jab. And the thing is, both these moves I want to mention because they are great moves. Jab has combos. Higher percentage, you can literally lock someone in like down with jab and do like jab, 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 down tilt, or down smash, or up smash. So you get kill confirms off of her frame 3 disjointed jab. That can be a little bit hard to punish. Also, I think it's not even minus 13 on block if she just mashes it. Because if she just does jab and the jab, it's probably more like minus 7 on block due to the transition frames. So, I don't know, that's a really great, having a grounded, safe combo starter kill setup move. Ooh, that's nice. But up tilt, anti-air, combo starter, pretty much any percent that can lead to kills or lots of damage. Ooh, that's great to have. Also, I think her dash tech's a really gimmicky move that's actually really useful. I want to mention it's only frame 7 startup. That's a great move she has. Up smash, frame 9 kill option, great in combination with her jab. Great out shield option. Down smash, of course, is really good move. Mostly using combo to off jab. But like even just as like a reactionary like way to cover like ledge options, that's nice. So then overall, like I put her here because she has a lot of good grounded moves. And having like really good grounded combo starters that disjointed is really powerful. Like there's weaknesses with the moves, sure. I'm definitely overstating them right now. I'm trying to defend the placement of her. But like they're legitimately like, man. And compared to Villager, doesn't really have the same level of like start combos that could potentially kill. It's like I never put Villager and Isabelle near each other because I don't think Villager has the ability to rack up as much damage and consistent kill confirms like as Isabelle does. Mostly because Isabelle has these great grounded combo starters, where like Isabelle's in comparison, Villagers in comparison just kind of knock people away. Like jab just punches people away. His up tilt just knocks them up. Like, yeah, like his up smash, like if you compare the up smashes, sure, Villagers is fine. Villagers down smash is pretty solid, but like he doesn't set him up nearly as well as Isabelle does. And yeah, that's really the main thing with Isabelle that makes me put her above Villager is, and it kind of goes into the idea of like she sets up her scrapping really well because like forwarding and back here, they're great like tools to harass people and zone them out, but you can't just win hitting people with these projectiles, so not enough damage. But they harass people and force them to shield. Like you have to block the forwarders or jump around them. But then she has amazing anti-air with up tilt. She has big up air, right? So like she can cover people jumping pretty well. The projectiles give her a lot of like versatility and like, you know, where she's controlling space. And so you have to kind of shield them and respect her projectiles, which lets her get in your face and start hitting you with these up tilts, with these jabs. And even her other tilts, down tilt and forward tilt, are pretty useful. So that's like a big deal. Also, I'll mention this is a frame 6 up air that's massively disjointed, lingers, and can combo. Like that's a huge deal. Also, her neutral air is more disjointed than Villagers, I believe, because she has like the pom-poms. So like this can like outspace like non-disjointed moves. Granted, it's mostly useful for the startup, honestly. I want to mention that real quick. And then finally, her down B. Her down B. Okay, so Villager's down B is kind of a meme, right? You set it up and like, wow, he's setting up a tree. I wonder what he's gonna do with it. Where Isabelle's, oh, she's setting up a down B. I wonder where she's gonna like, you know, like where I can't run. Like that's fair enough. It's not the best move by itself, but it's annoying to try and approach her when she has this down B set up because it just automatically activates, right? Unlike Villager's down B has to actually use. Granted, Villager's side B in comparison to hers is really good. Like Villager's side B is amazing and most characters will love to have it, but Once again, Village doesn't really use it well. Where I feel like Isabelle, because she wants to make you jump, and she wants to make you whiff, trying to approach your spacing out forward airs. In general, just people want to jump and do a lot of aerials in this game, especially versus her. Controlling the ground with the forward air back airs, controlling the ground with the down B. You want to jump versus her a lot. So her side B is like a decent call out on people jumping. Not amazing. But it's one of those moves that it has a purpose in her kit that works well with the rest of her kit, even if it by itself is not objectively like a good move. Also, it's a pretty nice recovery tool to have. Like, Villager's kind of easy edge guard, but Isabelle can be kind of hard because she has a tether in her side B. That is my defensive Isabelle. I was not surprised more people didn't mention Sheik being here or Young Link being here, but I guess people don't really care enough. I was actually surprised people didn't mention Chrom. I remember like a year ago, I put Chrom at like lower high tier or upper high tier, like, you know, 30, like 30-ish, and people were like, Dabuz, you put Chrom like 30-ish? How? He's so good. His recovery is not good. Or his recovery is barely better. Now people are like, yeah, Chrom here makes sense. I love seeing the times changing. I love people not arguing too much about Young Link. People are like some people are like, but at the same time, we all know that recovery. I love your tier list. They're very grounded and combine the on paper potential to the actual results. Thank you, Misu6754. And this guy's like, IMO, any tier results tier list are kind of dumb because the sample size is way too small at top level for a game with all 90 characters. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I would agree that it's hard to make a fully results-based tier list because there's not enough sample size of top players at top level. Why, when I make a tier list like this, I'm kind of like trying to balance like my own thoughts and my theory, but also, hey, this game's 5 years old. How have those thoughts and theories played out, right? Like, if we haven't seen a character get results for 5 years, oof. You know what I mean? Or if it's like one person gets like small bursts of results with a character and then drops off. It's like, that's not great. We have a character with, you know, a player doing well for the entirety of the game, or multiple players doing well. It's like, all right, even if the character theoretically doesn't feel like they should be that great, it's like, it's hard to find the right balance for sure. And interpreting the results and interpreting those while considering my own theories and opinions on characters is a very difficult balance. But in a game with 5 years of meta development, like over that long of a stretch, you can look at the trends and start gathering a lot from that data. As a longtime viewer and supporter of yours, I will unfortunately have to be unsubscribing from your channel and start spamming the Resident Sleeper Twitch chat during your sets and tournaments because you have placed Pikachu in only lower high tier and not top 3 like he rightfully deserves. Eastam told me 5 years ago, Pikachu busted, and everyone agreed back then. I have no tournament experience and cannot get into Elite Smash. However, that's what everyone thought about the character on Reddit when the game first came out, so it means it has to be objectively true. Soon you will realize that top players only choose not to play Pikachu, the true best character in the game, because they're lazy and want to win as easily as possible, rather than actually putting an effort. If only they would simply change their control schemes, put in 80 hours a week, work out their punish game, and completely outplay their opponents at all times neutral, they would see just how strong Pikachu is. Bless. He's punching the ear right now. Finally, a factual Pikachu placement. It's insane how many Baldsam had brainwashed at Baldsam. He's bald, by the way, did you know? Just in case you weren't sure, Esim is bald. Very happy with Pikachu placement. Right below the guy saying Pikachu not top 30, Skullface. Lots of mixed opinions on Pikachu. I thought this tier was starting to make sense until I saw Pikachu in low high tier. But these wacky opinions are why we love Dabuz. Okay, Dabuz, Pac-Man is top 10 at least and you know it. Sus. I don't know. He is very good at this game. Very good at this game. But that character do be struggling sometimes. Pikachu this low. People really just comment on Pikachu. So let's talk about Pikachu for a moment, right? So I always tell people this. About the character. And I'm not sure to say it in the 2 minutes of talking about Pikachu, but man. Pikachu airspeed. It's really difficult to be a character that's very low range everywhere and having this low airspeed. Like, he jumps and you can just outspace his jump for free. Like, he can't jump you with aerials if you're spacing right. Even with T-Jolt setup, he's vulnerable setting up those T-Jolts. And like, if he wants to chase you with T-Jolt, he has to do it immediately. And mostly on the, not mostly on the ground. Like, he can jump you, but like, it's like he's super, like, linear. Because, wow, he set up T-Jolt. He has to either run at me on the ground. And like, he doesn't have great grounded buttons to like space with. So he has to like commit to like, you know, dash attack, which he's obviously not going to do. Or he has to jump. Which, back to low airspeed and small hitboxes. Also, how fast is his ground speed anyway? I'm curious. Yeah, he has good run speed, yeah. But it's like, man, he has to commit. And also, if you SDI, his combo game is good, but it's not amazing. Like, I've gotten hit by Isam or like other Pikachus, and I take like 20 to 30%, and like that's it. Like I SDI out of the combo, he hit me like 8 times, I took 30%. Cool. Same with his skill setups. Good SDI, good knowledge of like, oh, he wants to drag down there. He wants an up throw at this percent. Okay, he can't kill me now. And then his recovery. Easy uppy at 2 frame. And then when he's mixing up his uppy on stage, sure, but like, you could just kind of make him guess, and if you guess right, he dies. If he guesses wrong, he might get in stage, but you'd also just do things like cover the ledge with like a Palutena down tilt, shield, and his uppy probably won't be quick enough to like punish you. Or like, he might get in stage with the uppy during like your lag, but like you can just kind of like jump around him. I don't know. His recoveries always felt super explodable to me, and I've never really cared about it. And I think it's a big deal, because it's like, having a bad recovery isn't the end of the world, but having a rough neutral, a poor recovery, a very bad landing game from being juggled, because he's so slow in the air, his hitboxes are so small, you have to respect them when you're juggling him. And then like, I'll say his ledge game is pretty decent. Once again, you can kind of outspace his aerials, so it's like, oh, you hit the ledge, you try to swing, nope, outspace your ledge options with disjoints. Like, oh, challenge your quick attack with something. Oh, also he's super light. So, I don't know. And like, granted, you know, I think Olimar is one to Pikachu, so I'm biased there, but even I feel like Rosa, like, I don't mind fighting Pikachu with Rosa. And that matchup I used to think was awful. Like, I watch Pikachu versus like any good character, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm seeing Pikachu trying to fight out like all these characters with amazing close range games. And I'm like, even when he gets in range to fight you, a lot of characters just beat him in those ranges. After he has to work through again, like around the spacing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Pikachu looking kind of sus as a character nowadays. Even the time at Pikachu style like Sunny Mark, you know, it can be effective. It's more effective than Isam running at people. But like, you're still relying on just quick attacking around and T-jolting with him, which is like, I don't know, you can punish T-jolts to be ready for it. Quick attack is like a small hitbox attached to his body. You can play around that, and like even like his quick attack angles, if it wants to like ledge cancels with them, are like really like linear spacings they can kind of predict. Like he as a character is so predictable. Like, once you understand how his movement works, understand how his quick attack angles work, his cancels work, and like where he wants to be as safe as possible a lot of times. And then Pac-Man real quick. I just think Pac-Man is, I mean, I think I mentioned this before, where it's like, he's a good character, but I think a lot of the good characters just have too much range, that like, even though he's good up close, and he has good projectiles, like, he kind of is made in a way where he has to get up close and box you, but it's hard to do that versus like, the amount of characters with big safe hitboxes. So I don't know. I just don't think he excels enough at what he does relative to like that. But I'm not gonna hard defend my Pac-Man placement. Like if someone thinks the character's top 10, you know, you do you. I can actually see the arguments for that. I just don't agree with him. Dabuz rated the best tier list ever. Winter Tournament got absolutely ransacked by Steve, and they came back with a brand new plethora of egregious takes based purely on the meta. Hey man, the meta is representation of what's happening in the game. If we're seeing lots of Steves winning, and we're seeing a lot of characters doing well across multiple players, it's like, damn. It's like, wow, we're really seeing the characters at the top changing as people get better at the game and explore characters. Bayonetta over Roy, not an insane take from a Spectator's perspective. Bayonetta looks more to deal with than Roy. Also, funny enough, now we have a third Bayonetta doing well. It's not just Lima and Bloom Forever. A Bayo named Daya Fuki or something in Japan just got second at a giant major, beating Shuton, by the way. In Bayo Olimar, this tier list a prank or something, says D-Skill. And the person below it, great tier list IMO. I love the contradictions on the comments. It's awesome. Bayo a tier above Wolf? Yeah, no. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna just say Bayonetta's gonna even get better over time, still. Joker 12th, I know he hasn't had much rep lately, but from top 3 in the official list to 12th is an insane take. A lot of people are gonna mention Joker. I'm gonna say this right now. Most Joker players want to drop the character. Most Joker players are just like, yeah, he can't do it nowadays. That is a statement. Actually, we've all seen the truth. We've all fought too many battles and gone, this character is really, really good if played right. It just took a long time for the players to cook her. Your tier list clearly based off of the meta, not the character's actual toolkit with a speck of bias. I mean, I don't know. A game with 5 years of development, you have to look at the characters and say what's their toolkit and how the player is utilizing them. If the toolkit is theoretically really good, Shulk, Pikachu, but in execution it doesn't work, then the theory is wrong, potentially. Right? Where it's like, in opposite terms, the toolkit doesn't feel that great. Oh wait, multiple players are making this character work really well consistently. Maybe our opinion on the toolkit was a little bit wrong. Brother, this tier list is trash. No way this man thinks Cloud is top 10. This guy's just saying second. Yeah, so let's see. Bayonet I already talked about a little bit. I just can't wait to next year when we have like 3 Bayos in top 30 and then people are like, Bayonet not top 20. Fun fact, by the way, I've heard some Bayos say that they think she beats Steve. I can't see it, but I'm just letting you guys know the future might be a future where we legitimately have to accept the Bayos take that they beat Steve. But yeah, so let's see. I got some people saying Peach, how are they this low? I don't know, man. I'll be real with you. I can see Mudays consistently outplaying people when he wins with Peach. And people are like, yo, Cloud isn't top 10. And I'm just like, have you gone to a local and fought Cloud? Because that's like every local. Every local has at least like 1 or 2 Clouds. And it's just like, man, this character's buttons are surely just better than mine. Like, all the time. You know, surprisingly, not too many, like, people arguing with the takes here. Like most of the character takes. Oh, this guy's so nice. Magix and Quill. All in all, I found your tier list as a really accurate one thanks to your insight as a top player through many Smash games. It was also very entertaining to hear roughly what every character's role in the meta is. Aw, thank you. Music matching characters / best players is so cute. I feel the tier list is very result-oriented, but very interesting nonetheless. The hot takes. Aw, I appreciate it. Singing top 5 is satisfying to see. Tired of people downplaying them. Diddy top 10 honestly surprises me. Hey man, someone's gotta be top 10. It's funny, no one mentioned Diddy Kong is gonna be a top 10. And like surprised he's not like in the tiers below. Until the video where he's actually top 10. Snake top 5 is wild, but I like the spicy takes. Most people such timid tier lists. Well done. Finally someone put Snake in top 5. Damn, everyone agrees Snake top 5 makes sense. Like, yeah, I'm glad someone put Snake in top 5. Like, people consistently agreeing on that take on my tier list is wild to me. Another person, yo, Snake top 5. But also, Peach Pika way too low, Bayo too high. The top 10 is the most accurate portion of the list. Yeah, Snake top 5. Makes so much better about Shogun with him, Shogun against him as Cloud. Fun fact, I've heard many Snake players say they beat Cloud. I feel like when I was looking at these comments, a lot of people were kind of like, yeah, like, I don't know. There was a mixed opinion on Aegis should be top 5. Like this dude. It's like, Aegis is probably top 3 for me. And then this dude. Aegis is a fringe top 25 character. Right? Like there was a huge variance in opinions on specifically Aegis. This is better than the official. The Buzz was on some crazy show making this. Holy. Thank you, Rusty Wallace, with the Ratatouille profile picture for your opinion. Finally, someone doesn't place Aegis top 5. Oh, this dude Cheese, he was commenting on the last video as well. The fact that Easton's tier list is better. I still love you, Dabuz. So you can find his comment in the previous video. Because he says something about, like, Lethen's tier list being better, the only one worse than mine. Like, dude is just, there we go. No offense, of course, but this might actually be the worst tier list I've ever seen. Of course, second to Lethen's. So is it the worst or is it the second worst? You gotta make up your mind there, bro. You know, 104 up thumbs. People really agree with that, dude. Sonic, Steve, Game Watch being the best characters, LOL. LOL, the characters with polarizing matchups are the best characters. That's crazy. There's no way that's the truth. And you know what? Hey, maybe we're wrong. Maybe Game Watch falls off next year. Maybe people figure out counterplay to Sonic. But I'm going to say this. You got too many Game Watches you are or have been top 10. But I can see the character falling off. Honestly, even now, I'd probably put the character at 3rd instead of Sonic. But with Sonic, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Sonic is showing us this character feels impossible to fight. Ken is catching up. Probably got 2 Sonics in the top 10, to be honest, for this second half of the year. And then Wrath is starting to go to events and starting to farm people. And it's like, ooh, we might have 3 Sonics top hitting majors consistently. We might be putting this character over Steve in a year. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I wish you pick up Game Watch instead of Steve. Both are horrifying for the meta. Damn, people are not happy with this game. Yeah, Smash Ultimate is dead. Characters who game plans like camping have insane advantage states, practically no disadvantage states, while killing power and broken frame data are supremely broken. Who knew? Yeah, it sounds like how the game developed. Not a single interesting character in top 10. Ult very left with a dog shit meta. Damn. Dude does not like Fox or Cloud or Diddy or Aegis or Snake. So it's like, yeah, you got Snake, it's Sonic at the top. But I don't know. I think most of these characters can be pretty entertaining to watch. Maybe fighting against some of them can be hell compared to watching them, but man, dude just hates the entirety of the top 10. I'm sorry, but this myth replacement is awful. Their recovery is not bad. Not that bad. And then the comments are like, it's not that bad. It's absolutely garbage. Laughably predictable and unsafe. Some attack angles they cannot come back. To no surprise, like, people really mostly argue with, like, the half of the roster and the lower half, right? Where there's not enough representation on the characters, and the characters are, like, heavily flawed enough that's almost like arguing which one is worse a lot of times. Like, you can argue which one's better, but then you're, like, arguing about characters that people aren't playing at top level, for the most part, for good reason. Whereas the top half, it's like, you know, someone's like, wow, you know, Aegis is barely not, is like not top 5, that's crazy. Or of course Aegis is not top 5, she's only top 10. And it's like, there's a lot more agreement because these are characters you see more commonly. But yeah, hope this makes a good video. Also, guys, thanks for all the comments. Your comments truly made it fun to do this. Alright, I'm gonna catch y'all later for my next videos, whatever those are gonna be. And I hope you enjoyed arguing with my opinions over the past 5 years of playing this game. Peace.